Ooh. Ooh, and we're live.
We are live, I think.
Let's get some audio. There we go.
That
sounds like we're good. Yeah. Brilliant.
Nice. Yep,
Welcome to Flag on the Play.
I can see myself placing blocks, and we're good to go. Beautiful. Come on.
Woo.
How long is this? There we go.
Right, this is going to be a little wider than it's meant to be. Also, actually, welcome everybody.
Welcome to Flag on the Play, where this week we're playing Minecraft. Because we decided to challenge ourselves and build Lambeau Field, which is now looking like a bit of a momentous task.
Okay, right.
But there we go.
The goalposts are coming. Goalposts are coming.
It's going well, thank you. We're finally have less work, so we can actually spend time on something. Which is nice.
Well, you have less. Well, I don't actually have work. It's just revision at the moment.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. But hey, might as well take the evening off. There you go. That looks better, doesn't it, Nathan?
Hey, yeah, there you go. Well done.
I'm actually going to bring this back one as well. There we go.
Cool.
Woo.
Right. Let's have a look at my image.
Right, let's do the letters for you.
Thank you. Letters.
Letters? Yes, because that's what's on the field. Yes.
You're the mathematician, Sam.
Physicist.
Yeah, okay. Same thing.
Didn't know we had sheep grazing on Lambeau Field, you know, though.
I mean, it's Wisconsin. So when's the draft day coming up? Yeah, so we missed the draft, obviously, because everything decided to happen at once.
Yeah.
But that's why we're here this week. We are building Lambeau Field in Minecraft. We're chilling, and we're going to talk about everything that's happened in the last few weeks, because there's actually stuff to talk about, because we took time off. So
yeah. Well-earned break, I think.
Yeah. I say break, as in there was work involved.
And illness, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So,
right. Sorry, so we're 54 blocks from the centre to the outside, right?
Supposedly, yeah.
Helpful. Oh, this is the 54th block, so I need to go one.
Yeah. So I'll kick us off. Let's go through that first round, because that's obviously the key one. I need to remember who went where now, without making a mistake as well at the same time.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So this should be roughly the line the numbers are on.
Who went first? I can't remember either.
Who went first overall, Nathan?
Who went first overall? Trevor Lawrence is coming to the Jags, boys! Sorry to headphone users. It was the right pick, and I'm happy.
Yeah,
so
yeah, for sure.
I'm not mad at all. Like, it just...
I mean, we knew it was going to be Trevor.
We knew it was going to be Trevor, and we're glad it was Trevor, so... Why are you putting the number that far in?
They're about it. That's halfway between the sticks and the end line.
Oh yeah, okay, fair play.
Don't question my judgment.
Yeah, and that makes sense because there are dashes kind of either side of the posts. Right? Yep. No, you're cool. Don't worry. Yeah, yeah. Kind of. There was that odd moment when kind of all Jags fans went, "Wait, what if they muck this up?"
I was thinking that, like, first pick, just like as the Jags are on the clock and you see the pick is in, and I'm just like, if this isn't Trevor Lawrence, if they manage to muck this up,
yeah, it would have been Very awkward. Um,
Yeah.
But no, they didn't, and it's kind of. I think Jaguars have a really exciting kind of prospect, kind of at just in general now, kind of QB going forward. And I think Minshew makes a really good, talented backup. I think if I were the Jags, I would keep him round. So.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, and I can't like. I can't believe there were people who actually betted on Trevor Lawrence going first. Like,
yeah,
that's just
Yeah,
just ridiculous. Yeah, I think, like Matt said, well, that 10k gives you, like, it just,
yeah. 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay. Just making sure my dimensions for the numbers are what I designed them to be.
I don't think you lose money. You just don't.
You don't get
anything.
very much. Yeah.
It's not worth it. Like.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
It'd only be worth it to the people who have enough money to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna chuck in 10k on this. And
gain I can't remember what it must have been, like 100 back on the return.
Yeah. Hello, Keon Newey 69. Sup? Apologies for all the kind of chewing noises that will happen tonight. I've got a sore throat, so. So I've got a big packet of menthol sweets in front of me.
Love that.
It's grand. Love it. Glad it's going good, mate. Where are we? 25, 30. Cool. This is going to take a while. So this is our summer project. This is very much our summer.
Yeah.
What we're going to be doing. Are you okay
so you may
with
see
Irish
a lot
people?
of this.
I love Irish people. I'm married to one, so.
I was just thinking that. Are you okay with Irish people?
Very happy with the Irish. Yeah, you can stay.
Oh dear.
Now, I feel like I've got this wrong, but did the Jets get a veteran QB in the end or not? I can't remember.
The Packers did.
The GOAT.
If you haven't heard, Packers signed Blake Bortles. Kind of this week. Oh dear, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And then we also signed Benkert or something.
Oh yeah, he's been around the league a while, so.
Yeah. So yeah, happy Packers fan.
Sort of.
Sort of. As happy as I can be when our star quarterback is holding out for more money, even though we've offered him more money.
Yeah.
And is then complaining that we didn't get him a wide receiver when we tried to trade up for Justin Jefferson, and then tried to trade up for Brandon Ayuk, and then our only guy left on our board for the first round we traded up to get, and now he's mad just because it's the same position as him. That's a little bit of a roundup. I mean, I do understand. However, you've got to look at what the organisation has done, and you've got to think, would you have been in a better position, really, with a wide receiver?
Yeah.
Last year, I think arguably we would have been better with a cornerback.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a veteran is someone who's played for a long time, but also someone who has a lot of experience.
Veterans, they usually say kind of 5. I usually think of kind of 5+ years of play time, or of being in the league.
That's the thing is, you don't you could have a player who's been around a long time, but they're no good and have no idea what they're doing. And it's kind of that's not a veteran player. That's kind of, So yeah, we were saying kind of throughout the off season, all the teams that are looking to get rookies should have a veteran quarterback as a backup because they've been in the league. They can help the other player learn what to do. Kind of. So I can't remember if the Jets did pick someone up. I'll check that up. But Zach Wilson, it made sense again. Pick number 2. makes complete sense for the Jets. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Joe Flacco. I mean, okay, he'll do.
Yeah.
Oh, I swear, no, he went somewhere else. Did he? Where's Joe? Right, hang on. ESPN don't update their rosters. It really bothers me. Joe Flacco. Yeah, Flacco's at the Eagles, and I was like, that makes sense. I remember that because obviously they've got a young quarterback in Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
So I was like, that makes complete sense for the Eagles. Like, kind of Flacco showed some flashes of previous form at the Jets last year. Kind of some.
Yeah.
So yeah, according to ESPN, the Jets do not have a veteran quarterback, which slightly worries me for the Jets. Putting all their eggs in Zach Wilson's basket.
He's just gone. There you go.
Oh, my back.
Sorry, you disappeared on me for a second.
I disappeared. That's all right.
Yes.
I was just saying to confuse metaphors that the Jets have put all their eggs in the Zach Wilson basket. Which I like Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Just from an organisational standpoint,
they need to sign someone with some experience.
Because according to ESPN, their backup quarterbacks are James Morgan and Zach Wilson and Mike White. And collectively we all went, who? James Morgan was a rookie last year, so that... So I think Jets need to look to do something.
Yeah.
Honestly. But I think it makes sense at that pick, and I think Jets, it's going to be exciting. I rate Zach Wilson, so...
Yeah, Zach Wilson looks like he's going to be a great player.
Rodgers to the Jets. Oh, that'd be crazy.
It would be. Please, can we not have that happen? Concerned Packers fan.
Concerned Packers. So pick 3 is where it got interesting. And Trey Lance to 49ers.
I think that is the best place he could have gone.
I agree. I think it makes complete sense because I think the 49ers are in a really great place with Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
And
yeah.
I feel like Jimmy G's starting caliber, great person for Trey Lance to learn under. So.
Yeah.
So fair play. Wilson is the Mormon. Yeah, he went to BYU, which I believe is a Mormon university. Wouldn't it be fun if Rogers to the Patriots traded for Cam? Patriots, man, we'll get to them. Like,
you'd need at least 4 first-round picks to trade for Aaron Rodgers.
Gosh. I mean, I don't.
Personal opinion.
Personal opinion from a Packers fan. Right, where am I so far? Okay, that's 30. Cool.
Purely based off his ability, and then MVP season.
Ooh, that's true.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I think we need the 49ers. We're going to go quarterback. I do think Trey Lance is the best for them.
I think it's
because if the Trey Lance experiment goes wrong, you've still got Jimmy G. Like, so.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And also, Jimmy G is a relatively good passer. So
the problem is he needs to stay healthy, and that's kind of why they've got Trey Lance, because they know they're going to be moving on from Jimmy G.
Yeah. I agree. I feel bad for him.
At some point, but it's going to be in some time in the next 2 years. So.
Yeah. And I think Trey Lance needs that time to develop as a passer. So.
Yeah.
So I think it works out. Jimmy G to the Broncos. I think it'd be strange for the 49ers to throw Trey Lance in the deep end. I think Jimmy G's still got a couple more years at 49ers probably.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's probably going to be a Mahomes-esque situation in which they Chiefs drafted Mahomes and were like, no, Alex Smith's our starter. Like, with I don't know what the Broncos are going to do. I have some theories, but we'll find out.
Yeah. It's going to be what do they do with Bridgewater, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big thing.
Yeah. Falcons taking Kyle Pitts makes complete sense, and thank you, Falcons, for putting the value on Kyle Pitts. Like, the man deserves it. Like, highest place a tight end has ever been drafted.
Yeah.
And completely deserving. Great player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bengals, man. Pick an O-line. Like...
Yeah, that bugged me a little, but Joe Burrow does get Jamar Chase.
And they did lose AJ Green in the offseason, so...
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm not... Yeah. I don't hate it. He's very talented. He reunites with Joe Burrow, and that probably helps him out. So...
Yeah.
I have a feeling Burrow might have had a say in the pick. I get a feeling as well. And I don't hate it. Like, keep your star players in the loop. Like,
please.
Yeah. Learn from the Packers' mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't hate it. I think
keep them happy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I've done wrong here.
Let's have a look.
I'm trying to copy my logo.
Oh yeah.
And I have to travel kind of like 10 seconds over to where I've got it every time I need to look at it.
Yeah. So then Dolphins pick Jalen Waddle, which
makes it.
Again, I don't hate it. We kind of said the Dolphins were going to trade back and still end up with someone like Waddle, and I feel like they would have.
Yeah.
And so I'm really surprised no one decided, you know what, Penei Sewell predicted top 5, he's still here, top 6, like let's go get him. And then the Dolphins go Waddle, and then the Lions are sitting there like, watch the video of the Lions reacting to being able to draft Penei Sewell. It's fantastic, it's hilarious. Like, the Lions are there like, okay, we'll start our rebuild off with the best tackle in the class. Like,
that really good work from the Lions there, being able to get Penei Sewell.
Yeah. So you say Tua might have had a say in them drafting Waddle. Apparently, when someone asked Waddle, who do you prefer throwing to you, Mac Jones or Tua, he said Mac Jones. That's a bit of an oof.
Oh dear, that's an L.
And then the Panthers managed to mess up the most obvious pick in the world. Like, I don't quite understand how they managed to mess that one up, really. Sam, you need to do your numbers. I have no idea where I am.
I'm building a logo.
I need you to build the numbers, Sam. The numbers.
Surely your intuitive knowledge of the NFL will help you here, because it's not helping me.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I feel like even though Penei Sewell has just gone 7, I don't understand why the Panthers didn't go Rashawn Slater. Like, everyone predicted them to go Rashawn Slater, and they didn't go Rashawn Slater. Curve. It's a bit like...
It was a bit weird.
Okay. And also, best cornerback available, Patrick Surtain, surely.
Patrick Surtain, yeah.
And they went J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn, who's like, still a good player, but
what?
Yeah.
To be fair to the Panthers, I don't hate that they went secondary. You know me, I'm a defense first kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I messed this. Oh, dang it. Don't mind me. So I don't hate that they went corner, and they clearly wanted JC Horn more. So.
Yeah.
Did I get my 3 wrong? How did? Oh. Oh, dang it! I am not paying attention today. Oh well.
Oh, you did a 0 with only. You did a little 0.
I did a little 0. There we go. There we go. Oh, it doesn't look better. I put the 3 in the wrong place. It's just... but yeah, so the Panthers go JC Horn, and the Broncos are like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We'll take Patrick Surtain, yeah, sure.
After getting Kyle Fuller as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, like... Just...
Yeah.
Wait, did I put the 3 in the wrong place? Oh, I don't care.
I don't know if this is right or not. 6, 7.
No.
That's in the right position. Everything else may not be, but that's in the right
There
position.
we go. It's in. Right. Anyway. And then I predicted the Eagles trade. You saw that?
Wait, yes.
So the Eagles trade up to 10
yeah.
with the Cowboys and go for Devonta Smith, which I thought... I suppose seeing as Waddle's already gone...
Yeah. And Chase. And they need receivers.
And also, the Giants... They were behind the Giants, and the Giants were probably going to go... receiver.
Yeah.
So fair play to the Eagles, and...
Yeah, no, really well done there.
And then the Giants decide, you know what, let's just trade completely out of this spot. Which was
I have messed
bold,
up.
but... Have you now?
Yes.
I don't like these zeros, I'm not going to lie.
Well,
Yeah, the Bears picking up Fields was very, very smart.
Yes. Did you see the look of disappointment on his face when he
I
got dropped by the Bears, though? That made me, as a Packers fan, that made me so happy.
It's really funny. If you look at their Instagram, they've done so many posts about him. And it's like, it's crazy. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, how big are these? Right, cool. Ooh, there we go.
Sorry, you can see my poor attempt at a Packers logo at the moment. It's getting better.
That's not bad. I mean, it was incredible how no... It kind of was. Like, fair play to the Bears for taking the most of that opportunity.
Yeah. No, it works really well for them, actually.
Yeah, because they've got their veteran and their young guy, so...
Yeah. Right, this needs to come down one.
I'm going to redo these ones. And then the Cowboys get Micah Parsons, which falls nicely in their lap. Like, we're kind of predicting Surtain, because we expected Broncos to potentially go QB. Which team would you be disappointed to play for?
Bears,
yeah. Thing is, with a lot of disappointing teams, Lions is another one. Like, if you go to the Jets or the Giants, you're still going to New York, and that's a pretty big deal. So, whereas if you're going to the Bears or Lions, you're going to Chicago or Detroit, and you're playing the Packers twice a year. So, so let's go.
Happy Packers fan noises.
Yeah. And then so the Chargers get a real steal with Rashawn Slater. Like, we predicted them
that was really
third best lineman, and actually they got second best, and I think they would be quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Here we go. There we go. Go. Come on. There we go.
We're getting there. Sorry, I'm taking a while making this logo.
That's fine. Oh, and the Chargers and the Raiders stadiums are very cool. So I'm
Yeah.
I don't hate that either. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do it that big, but they probably have very crisp water. I mean, yes. Sure.
Oh dear.
I think my design for a 4 is better than yours. Sorry.
No, I wasn't keen on what I did for the 4 anyways, so I was going to do that, but I looked at the 4s that they actually have, and they're the weird cross ones.
Yeah, my 4's better. Sorry, NFL. Not sorry. Hire me. Please.
I need a job.
I need a job. Oh dear.
From the poor uni students.
Yeah.
Every time, the weather.
So yeah, Chargers looking really deadly actually. Like they already had a good team. They've got second year Herbert, and now some O-line help. Like
Yeah.
that's scary.
Getting some players back as well.
Yeah. That's the thing about 49ers as well. They're getting Bosa and stuff back, so...
Yeah. I've mucked up here.
I'll poop. There we go. Wait, is that the same as the one I did earlier?
Okay, well, that should be right.
Oh, it is. Okay, fair play. Ooh. Oh, fair play. Well done. If you couldn't tell, we're making Lambeau Field, as if we haven't said that already as well.
Yeah, I'm currently kind of looking at a picture of the thing I've previously made and trying to recreate it, and it's not going very well.
So yeah, Chargers, and then the Vikings traded with the Jets, and the Jets went in with Elijah Vera Tucker, and you would have thought that...
I think that makes sense for the Jets.
I do as well, and kind of the O-line help will really help them out.
I really liked that pick purely because they decided we're going to double down, we're going to protect Zach Wilson.
Yeah, which was really sensible, obviously.
Yeah.
The blocks are markers for me to know where to put the numbers. Sam started them originally.
I started them, yeah, sorry, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to make a Green Bay Packers logo.
So now I'm doing Sam's job as well as my job.
I'm getting there. I've pretty much finished the logo, so I'll be with you in a sec.
That's right.
It's in the perfect position on the side of the end zone.
Well done. And then Patriots stay where they are and get Mac Jones.
That worked out really well for them.
Worked
that
out
trade,
really
actually.
well for them.
Yeah.
And he said that's where he wanted to be all the time and got booed for it, and he fits in straight away. So
yeah,
fair play to Mac Jones. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Then the Cardinals picked Zaven Collins, which we thought was a little early. Talented guy, but
I thought it was a little early.
And then linebacker makes sense, but
I think it was a bit early to pick there at 16. I think it was more of a kind of 25 sort of guy.
But I think that's the thing. The Cardinals clearly weren't in the mood to trade around and stuff, so they picked who they wanted, where they wanted him. So
yeah,
so fair play.
Yeah, and either way he's going to be a good player. So
yeah, they could have traded down. I guess there was no desire for it from anyone else, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But there we go. Some defensive help for the Cardinals, which again makes them a scary-looking team. I mean,
They
I
are
feel
a
like
scary-looking team.
I feel like in this draft, lots of teams were good. No, lots of teams.
Yeah,
did
everyone's
really,
giving the Packers like a C draft grade, and I'm looking at the draft and I'm like, they deserve an A here.
I
They
don't
filled-
think anyone drafted badly. Like,
Yeah,
I don't hate it.
it was
one bit.
it was quite a solid draft for every team, apart from the Rams, really.
Yeah. Raiders took Alex Leatherwood though. Apart from
Yeah,
To be fair,
Raiders were Raiders, so it was kind of
Raiders drafting questionably every year though is kind
Yeah.
of
it's a running theme.
it's a running theme.
Yeah,
But to be fair, they wanted the lineman they got again, so it's like,
yeah.
I mean, there were probably other guys available, but
Christian Darrisaw was available.
Yeah.
And so and also Leatherwood would have gone in the second round. My personal opinion, and you all know how my personal opinion is. 100% factually accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as I've shown time and again.
And then the Dolphins took Jalen Phillips, which was potentially a little early, but they got the number one kind of pass rusher they wanted. So
yeah, I mean
Dolphins
they needed pass rush help, and after picking Jalen Waddle, which was their other big need, they managed to get a position of need again, and the value wasn't desperately bad either.
No, like that's the thing. I felt like there were lots of kind of first round guys that were just going to go in the first round, so they all ended up going in the first round. Like,
yeah, this is what happened was because of coronavirus and everything. It means that less teams had actual projected first round talent. So most teams usually have kind of maybe 17 sort of actual first round talents on their draft board. But this year it was more like 13.
Okay.
So a lot of teams actually thought that there wasn't as much for actual first round talent.
Yeah.
So the kind of there's this whole lump of potential first day, potential second day prospects, who who just went kind of in a mix. Wait, you think Packers should have gotten Najee Harris? Is that what you're saying there?
I think he said Dolphins.
Okay.
I think Dolphins.
Packers drafted well, in my opinion.
I think Dolphins could have gone Harris there.
Yes, yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, for me, Packers drafted well because first round I would have liked to see us get Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
But I don't hate the Eric Stokes pick. A wide receiver with 4.29 speed. Wide receiver corner even, sorry.
Yeah.
Which was a position of need.
Yeah.
Second round, yes, Creed Humphrey was still on the board. And we look but you think the Packers organisation look at the Bears, who have Akeem Hicks at D tackle, the Vikings, who have Michael Pierce, and just picked up someone else. I can't remember who they picked up. Some really big D tackles.
Yeah.
And they decide we're going to pick up a strong, big physical centre to help us with that. And so we pick up Josh Myers at centre, which he was probably the second centre on the board, but he was a bigger, more physical guy than Creed Humphrey.
Yeah.
So I like that pick. And then third round, we finally get a wide receiver. I would have liked to see us get really good one at that. I would have liked to see us get Diami Brown in the second, but I do like this pick up on a centre.
Yeah.
And then so we get Amari Rogers in the third, and he's a wide receiver with running back skills.
Yeah.
And that's going to prove him really well, potentially in the return game.
Yeah.
Potentially as a kind of as an option player. Can play him out wide, can bring him into the backfield, do a bit of Curtis Samuel type thing.
I have thoughts on that.
The Visca Chanel sort of thing.
I have thoughts on that.
And he's a really solid player.
Yeah.
And then the rest of our picks were all filling positions of need. So we got a bunch more linemen. We got a big D tackle. We got middle linebacker, which will help.
Yeah. Fair
yeah.
play.
They were all positional needs, and they all really helped. So that's why the Packers drafted well, in my opinion.
Yeah. The Washington, the most questionable decision in the first round, Jamin Davis.
Yes.
Linebacker at 19, who I don't think had any first round projections, which was a bit.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm just going completely along. I'm just going to do this for the next kind of 2 minutes, because I know we're going to need to do it anyways.
True. They should have gone Owusu Kamara. They really should have.
Owusu Kamara was a steal for the Browns in the second round.
Yeah.
Absolute steal.
Yeah.
Because I had kind of like pick 17 grades on him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Where are we? How many?
But also, with the Aaron Rodgers situation, just going to speak briefly about that. Did you see interview Adam Schefter had? Where he basically said there was nothing new that led me to releasing the story on draft day. That it was basically Adam Schefter's decision to release that news on draft day.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't really blame Aaron Rodgers for that coming out. I don't think you can blame the Packers organization for it coming out either. Because I don't think either side would have wanted any press coverage on that. While they're trying to, I think it's been blown out of proportion. Oh, you're doing different twos, okay.
Sorry, yeah, I like the...
Yeah?
I think I like the kind of slightly starker numbers.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You are doing the same threes, though. Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah.
I'll fix the twos over here, don't worry.
That's alright, go. Yeah, I think
so basically it was just Adam Schefter saying, I'm going to release this on draft day. Which was a bit kind of, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people blamed Aaron Rodgers for stealing draft day away from these players. And he hasn't. Adam Schefter has.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm a little annoyed at Adam Schefter.
Yeah, what are you doing, Schefter?
Because
come on.
Yeah, because it should have been a day for these players getting drafted. One of the biggest days in their lives. And then Adam Schefter went, you know what? I want.
Yeah.
Which was a little... Okay.
It's like, okay, Schefter. Okie dokie.
Okay.
So we don't need those ones, because that's... Well, actually, wait. Wait.
I got it. This is 3, the 5.
5. Yeah, no, I'm getting the end zone.
This is the 6.
7,
okay.
8, 9, 10. There we go. It's all good.
Oh dear.
Right, cool.
But yeah, so it was a bit... I mean, yes, he can't reveal the sources. Any sources. Journalistic integrity, I think. and also, yeah, that's
as
just
as if journalists have any integrity. Anyway,
yeah,
sorry.
but that's also a big rule in journalism is you don't really reveal your sources for anonymity's sake.
Yeah.
But it still sounds very, very dodgy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Right, then this is one.
Right, we'll have to recreate a Green Bay Packers logo in the middle here as well.
Yes. They had 2 chances to get. Yeah, I know. Like the fact that Aruso Kimura went in the second, not even just.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal that he didn't go sooner.
You know what I've done?
You done it wrong.
Have I put a logo in the middle of or on the end zone when it doesn't need to be?
Have you?
I think I have. Yeah, I have.
That's all right. Just leave it there.
I'll do it both sides, and then it's intentional.
Art.
Oh dear. Ooh, Washington football team likely moving on from Morgan Moses.
Why? He's like one of their best linemen.
Yeah, he's due $7.75 million in
Oh,
2021.
that might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look at this.
Oh, did you see the Chiefs traded for Mike Hughes?
Yes, I did. I thought that was an interesting one.
I mean, they gave up virtually nothing and got virtually nothing.
Yes.
Or rather, they got a decent corner.
Yeah.
He's had injury troubles, I think, is the bigger thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
But has potential to show his worth. Sorry, I'm just marking out the middle of the field so I can get a good grip on where I'm actually making this logo.
5, 6, 7. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 8. 8 and 9. Let's go 8 and 9.
Right. We're back again to make this logo.
Right, how's that look? Hey, that looks okay.
Sorry, I'm doing some counting.
Yeah, I know. It suddenly goes quiet whilst everyone counts.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that looks fine. Cool. So yeah, we're down to 20. Giants, Kadarius Toney. Fantastic pick.
Yeah. You
Well
don't know
played.
how annoyed I was at that pick.
Giants did real good. Because they weren't. Yeah. As soon as the Eagles went above, I wonder if they were going to go for Devonta Smith. And as soon as the Eagles went above them,
the Giants traded down a lot, which I think really worked out for them.
Yeah, and they got a whole bunch for it as well. So
yeah, and they drafted pretty well on top of it. So
yeah. Yeah.
Right, what am I doing here?
Somehow the Giants-Bears trade was a win-win. Yeah, I think it was potentially more of a win for the Giants, not gonna lie. That really wound up in going well for them. Oh, dang it. Then the Colts take Kwity Paye, which I kind of... I can see that. I can see that. That's not bad at all. And I can understand why they didn't trade down as well, because if you can get second best pass rush, or one of the better ones.
I would have understood it staying up more if Jalen Phillips was on the board, personally, but I think it still makes sense.
There's some debate about who the best is. Some say Phillips, some say Rousseau. They were both at Miami, so it's kind of...
Rousseau actually went fairly low.
Yeah.
which was surprising.
Where am I? Okay, I'm not halfway. So yeah, I don't hate that, and the Titans getting Caleb Farley that far down as well is really well done.
Yes,
for the
yeah, definitely. They
and then
did well with that one.
Steelers and Jags going running back.
I didn't like the Jags going running back. I understand it a little bit, but I hated it.
Well, here I am to turn your mind around on that, and why I love the ETN pick.
Ooh, okay.
Number one. Lots of Jags fans were mad because they were like, James Robinson. And I was like, yes, James Robinson was great. I understand your anger. But then I was like, okay, who's our number 2 running back? Carlos Hyde. Okay, would you rather have ETN or Carlos Hyde?
Yes, however, from the looks of it, they're kind of going, ooh, ETN's going to be our starter. Yeah. Which I don't like, because you had a rookie running back who should have made the Pro Bowl last year.
Well, yeah. And I will get into that later. And I think that, I agree, that worries me. It worries me how they're talking about ETN. As a pick, I really don't hate it. I don't like how they're talking about it, though.
As a pick, I think it's all right. I think you probably could have got someone else there.
Well, this is my thing. What do the Jaguars need? What is their primary kind of position of need?
Offensive line.
Exactly. So, would you rather at that pick the next
corner?
Yeah, okay, I can give that one. At that pick, would you rather pick the next best offensive line, or would you rather pick Travis Etienne?
I can't remember who was still on the board at that point.
Exactly. It's just, to me, because like we've said this kind of thousands of times before, that one of the best ways to take pressure off your QB is to have a good run game. And actually, it doesn't particularly matter if your O-line isn't that good, because if you've got 2 really young, really talented running backs, just keep pushing and pushing with those guys, and that will give Trevor Lawrence so much time.
It showed how well James Robinson did with a really poor O-line last year.
Exactly. So So the ETN pick, rather than going offensive line, like Matt says, they could have traded up. They could have got someone better. Rather than picking a guy, rather than reaching for a lineman here, they've gone ETN, which just increases that run game.
I think they could have got Morig here.
I'm annoyed they didn't go Morig later. But
yes, same.
But so that's my number one reason, kind of why I think it fills that positional need. Also, who had kind of, you look at the Browns and how successful they were, and they've got 2 kind of first-class running backs. Kind of.
One thing I have liked actually from the Jags with ETN is that there's basically all the snaps have been at wide out.
So yes, and this is another thing as well. So I don't like the idea that he might be the starter, and I've even heard that he might be the 3rd down back and things like behind Carlos Hyde.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. The best way to use Travis Etienne is kind of like you said, as an all-skills player. Have James Robinson be your number 1 back. He's clearly proven he can do that. James Robinson himself has proven he can catch the ball from out the backfield.
Do you know what I've done here?
You've placed it on top of the field.
I've placed it on top of the field. It's a quick fix.
But then But then ETN, you can use him as more of a gadget player because he's got the running back skills. So give him some wide receiver skills, which he sort of already had, but kind of even more so. And that offense becomes so versatile and so scary.
It's kind of what you were doing with Laviska Shenault anyways.
Exactly. And that's the thing. We have Laviska Shenault as well.
Yeah.
And we also drafted in the 7th round, I think it's called Jeremy Camp.
Okay.
Who was very, very quick. And equally, I think he's drafted more as a return guy.
Yeah.
The cow's the favourite part of your build. Thanks, Dawes. I'll take it. So I just also, and this sort of goes into the whole Tebow thing as well. Okay, you're a Jaguars fan. The most success Jaguars had is when they went to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And other than that, they've basically finished last place in their division every year. You
Yeah.
also play games in London, where basically there are more fans for the other team than you, even though it's supposed to be a home game. I mean, the way
There's
they're
more
moving around,
fans for anyone else.
they look like the. Yeah, that's true. They look like the Packers. Hey, look at this.
Packers going to tackle a ball carrier.
Yeah. Hey, this is looking all right.
Yeah, once this logo's in the ground and not on top of the field.
Don't mind me. I'm going to put the Jaguars teal in this end zone.
How dare you? Actually, find a block in Minecraft that is a Jaguars teal.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say.
I was looking through blocks today when you told me we wanted to do this, and I was just thinking, actually, a lot of these blocks are actually pretty good colours.
Oh yeah, there we go. Found one. Actually, it's
right. I expect you to do a proper Jaguars logo in that end zone.
I'll give it a go. He says.
Oh dear.
Oh, come on, here we go. What was I going to say? Sorry, yeah, with the Tebow thing. So, you barely have any fans coming to your home games. You barely have any fans in London games and stuff. And so, bringing in someone like ETN, you're bringing a Clemson connection. You're bringing some Clemson fans along. You're also bringing You're also just bringing more fans in general, because it's like, oh, this offense is going to be interesting. You've got James Robinson, you've got Travis Etienne, you've got all of these young, talented wide receivers. You've got
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to bring in the most fans for them first.
But it's like, but that's the thing is, just in my head, and then also you're bringing in Tim Tebow, who everyone's heard of and is kind of a legend in Florida.
Yeah.
And you bring back, so like I don't think they've officially
and
signed
also
him yet,
reunite. I think they have.
I thought they hadn't yet.
I think it was kind of like, I'll look it up in a sec.
Yeah.
There we go. Packers logo is now inside the.
This is actually relatively close to the Jaguars teal. I don't hate it. Anyway. So
spelled contract with a K. At the end, not at the beginning.
So I think it brings more fans. And actually, if Jaguars can get some home field advantage, which they've been sorely missing, that's another thing that will help them win games. And it's giving Jaguars fans a reason to come to the stadium. And obviously there will be more Jags fans this year, Urban Meyer as well, and all of this. But because don't underestimate kind of home field advantage. And if you're the Jags,
especially at places kind of like the Seahawks, can be the loudest stadium in the country. Up in Lambeau Field, or up at Lambeau Field, can be the coldest place in the country.
Yeah. And also, if you're in a place like Florida, in which it's quite urban, you're going to have fans kind of all sorts of different teams. So somewhere like kind of Minnesota, there's kind of it's more kind of, if you're from Minnesota, you support the Vikings. It's kind of, whereas you're from Florida, there are other teams you can support, and kind of, but also kind of you're not tied to one team. And so kind of you're likely to find in Jaguars games potentially more away fans than home fans. And what if you're from Alaska? I don't know. Let's find an Alaska team. Ooh, there we go.
Oh dear. Right. Okay.
So and bringing in these fans gives you that home field advantage, which potentially gives them more wins, and then the team does better, and it just. So I really don't hate the ETN pick. I am very worried from what's been said that
they're going to start him over James Robinson.
Also very worried that they're going to go the opposite way and have him as the third third tier running back behind Carlos Hyde. I'm like, no. Best place for him is your second running back, and as a receiving threat. Like that's the best place for him. But also the ETN pick means Trevor feels more at home as well. So
yeah, exactly. Also, more news on the Morgan Moses being released, or saying he can go elsewhere. Right, where was it? Just Twitter updated. So Washington acquired Eric Flowers via trade, Charles Leno in free agency, along with drafting Samuel Cosme.
Yes.
And so that's gone down to Morgan Moses, and so they're going to move on from him at some point.
Makes sense. Okay. Still, another team could really use that.
Yeah.
Right. That's big.
Smaller contract, but
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think yes, there are other players that could have gone there instead of ETN, but I just don't hate the pick. I don't
hate it, but again,
there are potentially
big James
other players.
Robinson supporter.
No, exactly. I think, to me, the main reason I don't hate it, I was a little worried James Robinson going into this season. He was injured at the end of last season, and the guy you're planning to have back up him is Carlos Hyde. I'm like, Carlos Hyde is just unpredictable. He had a great couple of seasons at Texans.
Texans, still Texas.
Yeah. But when he played for the Jags before then and wasn't great at the Jags. So it's just, and obviously he started at the 49ers and was good there. It's just unpredictable. Whereas Travis Etienne, like, that's exciting, and that's But I my heart kind of goes the other way as well, because like Matt says, kind of, I'm a defense first kind of guy. So you pick Trevon Moehrig, you pick Greg Newsome there.
I think Trevon Moehrig was the pick, actually. I like the look of him, and he's going to be really exciting.
Yeah. Greg Newsome, Browns, steal, fantastic.
Annoying.
Yeah, that's a really good pick.
As a Packers fan.
Ravens, Rashad Bateman is just a perfect fit. That's just...
Yes. Yeah, that works really well. Gives Lamar Jackson some even more speed to work with.
Yeah, exactly. So, very, very clever from Ravens. Ravens did smash it.
Yeah.
Peyton Turner fell early for the.
That felt really early, actually.
I feel like
Rizzo, he's edge. Yeah, Rizzo was still on the board. Even Joe Tryon was still on the board.
Yeah.
Who had jumped up draft boards quite a lot in the last kind of week.
Yeah.
And so he went to the Bucks in the end.
Yes. Yeah.
But so he Turner was a bit of a reach. I don't think I had him in. I might have had him in the second round.
Yeah. Yeah, it did feel very reachy.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got sheep eating the end zone.
That's right. And then Eric Stokes, not an awful pick. I think it made sense.
I like the pick.
Yeah.
I still think should have been Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wide receiver, or even Daemi Brown. I think Elijah Moore would have been the better pick.
First round,
but
though.
Eric Stokes, massive speed.
Yeah.
At corner, which we desperately need. Improved from his first year from 2019 to 2020 at college, and then that speed speaks for itself a little bit as well.
Yeah.
When you can run a 40-yard dash at 4 seconds or 4.29 seconds. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
It's just talent.
Yeah. Bills get a steal in Rizzo. That's going to be so good for them.
That was a steal. They needed edge as well.
Then Ravens, Jason Owe, great pick as well, I thought.
Yeah, I like the pick. Thought he could have gone earlier, potentially.
Ravens did really well. Rizoma Space Jam. Yeah, I can see that.
This pitch is so big.
And then Joe Tryon fell.
I don't think he fell. I think it's... Yeah.
You mean reached? Oh.
No, you said fell.
Did I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you said he fell.
Sorry, I meant to say he felt early.
Okay.
Chiefs traded down to pick up. Yeah, that was odd as well. I'm getting to the second round. I'm trying to remember the big second round ones.
Chiefs traded away their first round pick for Orlando Brown, I believe it was, which is really good pickup for them. Getting a solid tackle who now wants to play left tackle rather than right.
Yeah,
which was his original position.
Gosh, am I only halfway through the? Gosh.
Yeah, this is.
Hang on, there's an easier way to do this.
Pitch. I'm doing the same, just with the Packers green on the other side. I am going to write Packers on it at some point.
How do I get this to go? I can't.
I'm so glad the Packers logo is easy to draw. Or, yeah, relatively easy.
Here we go.
That's not gonna work, Nathan. That's not gonna work.
It totally worked. It totally worked. I love it. Let's do it.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, Matt just gave me an idea. I don't want to ruin all your work though.
It totally worked. Went as planned. Oh no! 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 Dang it! The edge of the pitch. The edge of the pitch suffered. It's fine.
Nathan, dear. So look at what happens to wool when you light it on fire.
Ooh.
It disappears.
Very cool. Oh.
Do you know how your end zone is made completely out of wool, right?
Yeah. How dare you? I will set fire to you.
No.
No, dang it.
Oh dear. Holes.
So it was interesting first round, and then kind of. I don't feel like anyone did really awfully. I feel like I kind of looked at the draft back, and I kind of looked at the Jaguars picks especially, and I was like, people picked up talented guys. It didn't feel it didn't feel like anyone drafted badly. I feel like there were a couple of
Raiders.
Yeah, and potentially the Washington, but
yeah,
kind of obviously the big falls were Tevin Jenkins fell actually. To be fair,
yes, I thought he could have gone earlier.
Big pickup by the Bears. Quickest way probably completing. Yes, probably. Yes, you're right, Matt. Christian Barmore going to the Patriots. That's kind of another fall, which was quite good. Jags picking Walker Little in the second round was kind of an interesting one. I kind of I can't tell. Like, I feel like that was just about right and kind of works for me actually. I'm kind of I was slightly annoyed we couldn't get Tevin Jenkins or Traven Morig, but there we go.
Yeah.
But it sort of worked for me. Chargers getting Asante Samuel was big. Yeah, I was lower than I thought as well, but actually Chargers will be happy. They'll be really happy. That was good. Lots of Alabama linemen went in the first couple of rounds, and so Creed Humphrey to the Chiefs was big.
Yeah, that was good.
Where did Ojulari end up? Oh yeah, Giants. Gosh, Browns getting Owusu Kamara would be so happy.
I did think about that. That's a
Dylan
really good pickup
Reduns
by them.
to the Titans was
I was a
big
bit
one.
annoyed because I wanted the Packers to pick him up in the second round.
Yeah. Kyle Trask to the Bucks.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense. Like building the team around kind of Brady. Kyle Trask, I think, will fit right in there. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it made complete sense to me. Even if second round felt a bit early, but then again, Bucks may as well be picking at the start of the third. So,
yeah.
So yeah, no, it made sense to me.
Does that look like a P? No, it doesn't.
Okay. So after that experiment, it didn't really help much. I thought, where am I going? Second round, Javonte Williams to the Broncos. That felt good. I don't know why. It just, they just actually they traded up, and I guess they especially with they just haven't had running back help to help out their quarterback, so it just made complete sense. All right.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of help your quarterback out.
Yeah.
It shouldn't all be on your quarterback.
No, and that's when teams start to struggle, is when kind of it's all on your quarterback. Yeah, exactly.
Right, sorry, I'm just counting again.
Sorry. And the only kicker draft is really... Yeah, he is so good. Evan McPherson, Florida lad.
Yes. Yeah. Really good player, actually, yeah.
Have you seen his the video of him kicking the top off the bottle?
I have, yes.
It's just... Like, there's obviously an element of luck to that, but at the same time...
And also, I believe he hit the bar that it was under as well.
Yeah, just...
Well, that it was on top of, but yeah. This doesn't look like a P.
Yeah, it was just... Wait, who drafted him again? I'm trying to remember now. Wasn't it like the Bears or something? Like...
I can't remember.
Let's have a look. I think it was round... Let's have a look. Bengals, that was it. Yeah, you're right. And that fully worked. Like, yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
Who else fell?
I can't remember.
Just everyone dropped. It was a nice draft. It was
kind
of...
It was.
It wasn't like... I don't know.
Everyone drafted fairly well.
Yeah.
And everyone got needs.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone really deserved a C grade.
What blew up?
That was lightning.
Oh. Okay. I thought you'd turn the rain off, Sam.
No, you can't. I don't think you can completely turn it off. But I'll.
No. That's right.
I shall have a look for you.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, I can turn it off. Enjoy.
Oh, Jalen Camp went in the 6th, actually, not the 7th. It's because there weren't any picks in the 7th. Actually, were there? Oh, there were. Yeah, I didn't feel like there was anything major to say about the draft. It
was just pretty solid all round, really.
Yeah, exactly.
I think every team did pretty well.
I think there were obviously the standout ones which we've mentioned, the falls and things, but
yeah.
Kind of most people have signed as well now.
Yes, I think the majority have.
Shall I hear a funny draft story?
Go on.
I think it was the Ravens once drafted someone who had died. I think it happened twice. Like,
there's a pattern here.
yeah, just crazy.
That's a little worrying.
Yeah. To be fair, some draft stories are hilarious.
Mm.
Oh yeah, schedules came out and Buccaneers.
Oh, that was how?
Well, it's funny. In recent years, the teams who have done the best have come out with easier schedules, and obviously part of that is because if you did well, then your division probably didn't. If that makes sense.
Well, if you look at the Ravens and Steelers, they have the two hardest schedules because their division did so well.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, exactly. But it's kind of still, it baffles me how. I suppose it is random.
Yeah.
The teams you end up playing are random. But it feels like the Buccaneers, like, I guess for the Buccaneers, they're coming up against worse teams because they didn't actually win their division.
Yeah.
Which is really funny, but there we go.
It did annoy me seeing they have the fourth easiest schedule in the NFL.
Jaguars are in the middle of the park, so I'm hopeful this year that we
Packers
might win games.
Have a really tough schedule.
It's going to get tougher as well.
Yeah.
That division's looking scary. Vikings picking Kellen Mond I thought was cool.
Yes, I really liked that pick actually.
Yeah, 2-3. To be fair, Lions, well, they've got Jared Goff now. So I can't tell. I can't tell if that means it's gonna go well or not.
The division is kind of we're not worried about Jared Goff, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. To be fair, I think Stafford's much better than Goff.
Oh, much better.
I would argue.
Yeah, Rams did well in that trade actually.
Ooh.
Sorry, yeah, just too concentrated.
Is this going to be our year to top the division? I think the Packers are still the firm favourites, but it's getting a lot more competitive.
Yeah, I think Packers will still win it because we've done enough in the draft.
Yeah. Also, did you see the photos of Dalvin Cook? Dude's looking ripped, like scary. If he stays healthy,
he still beats us he still kind of runs over us every year. I'm not too worried. There's nothing new.
Yeah, true.
He still runs over us and we find a way to win. Yeah, I'm not...
Shorter preseason this year?
Yeah, 18 game year.
18 game? 18 week?
Week. You know what I mean.
Yeah. One less preseason game, which makes sense to me. Kind of, I feel like that's how it should be done.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting though, because like, what will teams do? Which game will they put their starters out for the most? Will they kind of? I imagine they'll only put them in for a quarter for the first one, but then maybe they put them in for a couple of halves. I don't know.
You know, a couple of halves is a full game, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, as in a couple of halves across the other ones.
Okay. I am not going to be able to fit Packers here at the size I've made these letters.
That sounds like a you problem.
You're using that against me. I say that too often. It's gonna have to say pack instead then. So.
To be fair, I haven't even thought about designing a Jaguars logo.
Do it.
Oh, the Jaguars logo is so hard. We'll give it a go.
I'm not gonna. Right. Okay. Okay, that seems about right. want to see what you've done, actually, over there. Are you still just painting it all teal?
I'm still going through the teal, mate. Still going. Oh, dear me.
This sea is actually coming off really nicely. I'm doing well.
I have a something to talk about, actually, that happened this week.
Go on.
So, with the whole Tim Tebow thing, lots of people are saying, kind of, how come Tebow's being signed and Kaepernick isn't? And obviously Tebow hasn't been signed yet. Interested to know your thoughts on that.
Tebow's trying out as a tight end.
Yep.
Not a quarterback. Kaepernick wants to be a quarterback. Kaepernick absolutely should have been signed, but he kind of did the league dirty when changing the tryout venue and everything. I think that was the wrong move. So he agreed to the league set up tryouts for him, and then he moved the venue kind of the day of.
Yeah.
Which I think kind of a lot of teams looked at and decided, yeah, no.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I think, yeah, he's kind of... That's the reason, I think the biggest reason. Because they're going to be like, yeah, no, he kind of... or, yeah, he's not... If he's going to do that, is he going to turn up to everything? What's going to happen there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can...
That's... And I think he should have been signed, but he did that.
I think that's the thing, is it's not like... He's been offered tryouts. Like, it's not like the league are going, you can't play.
Yeah.
Like, they've offered him tryouts, and he's just turned them down. It's like...
Yeah.
Actually, kind of... And the thing with Tebow is, like, it wasn't even the Jaguars who went and kind of like, oh, we want to try you out. Like Urban Meyer apparently didn't even see him originally. It was just like,
yeah, and also, yeah, I mean, he hasn't. Tebow was kind of, oh, I'm going to leave the league. I'm going to do something else. But that's kind of on every NFL player. They can do what they want, really. If they want to leave the league, they can leave the league. And the thing with Kaepernick was it was more... He was kind of thrust out.
Like, the way that Kaepernick went out was awful.
Yeah.
That wasn't okay. But it's just,
Yeah.
I just don't think he's shown... I don't know, it just... I want him back in the league. He was an exciting player, but...
Yeah.
He just... I don't know. Hasn't acted particularly maturely, I would argue.
That's what it is. That's my concern.
I would argue.
Yeah. Is that that he wasn't very mature with how he handled it. I think a lot of teams saw that and decided, yeah, we don't want that guy on our team.
Which they're within their right to do, sadly.
Yeah.
Didn't Madden give him a 90, not 99, no, it was like 80 rated, which was better than a lot of players, and it was like, well, hang on a second. Like...
Yeah.
Like...
This guy hasn't been in the league for...
Yeah.
Yeah, that felt more of a courtesy gesture than an actual...
Yeah, it did.
Than anything. It seemed more of we want to appease people. Let's make them happy. Let's put Kaepernick in the game rather than fixing the game. Which annoyed me. I did get Madden 21.
Ooh, he broke it.
And the problem was for me was that I couldn't change the dev traits or couldn't change the abilities of my players.
Right.
That really bugged me in Madden 20, and that's why I got 21.
Yeah, fair.
And for that reason, it was worth it.
Interesting.
Every other reason it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this. It's too similar.
So it's just not different, is it? Like,
No, it's not. And and that kind of it's also harder to use the middle linebackers.
yeah.
As well. Tackling is a bit better though.
Oh, that's good.
So the tackling mechanics have been sorted out a little bit. So it is a little bit nicer to tackle, but otherwise it's
good.
Eh.
It just feels like a tiny, like, patched upgrade rather than.
No, that's absolutely what it is.
And like, I'm very happy for games to do that. Just don't charge full price.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he said. Yeah, I remember. They offered him to play in kind of maybe the Alliance, maybe even one of the other ones, and he was like, "I want 20 mil." It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Sorry. No.
Yeah.
Like Cam got paid like 1 million. Like,
Yeah. It was a bit kind of Kaepernick. He knew he had been kind of the league had done him wrong, and then basically tried to punish them.
which the league weren't going to allow them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's not, almost not even the league at that point. It was the owners.
And that's the thing. Those are the people. Like, it shouldn't be like entirely down to them. But I've done the logo too far over.
I've just seen that.
It's fine.
I don't have space to write Packers, so I'm gonna have pack with an exclamation mark.
Do it.
And then maybe wait a second. Maybe another logo on the other side.
Oh dear. I have to undo all of this.
Can I fit another logo on the other side?
Matt says you should do it again, just smaller.
No. I've put too much work into it, and it's looking actually decent at this point.
Hang on, I'm coming. Come on, go faster. Go faster. Oh, fine, don't. Oh wow, look at this. Go on.
Yeah, so
Hey.
if I did Packers, it's gonna be a bit. I'm gonna either have to have like.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Here you go. Right, to appease the crowds.
I need something green, like a dark, like that looks good. Let's go with that one. So we've got. How far out do we think it is? It's probably quite far out.
You know, Nathan, I fixed it.
You fixed it. Oh dear me.
Do you like it?
I love it. Okay, so this is going all the way around. So how do I do this?
I'm not actually against just leaving that.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to make sure it's actually in the ground first, though.
Okay. Right. I didn't think we'd finish the pitch tonight,
we're going to spend a while on this project. Nice.
Oh wait, no, that's way too close. Why should I do that?
What have you done?
I was moving on to the next part of the stadium and I put it way too close.
Okay.
Oh dear. Okay.
There we go. That E needs to be a bit bigger.
I think.
There we go. Hack exclamation mark ers.
What? It's going to be double size of a normal pitch because each block is 1 by 1, and the yard markers are every. Yeah, we had to do the yard markers every 2 blocks because
otherwise you couldn't have yard markers.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially.
Which, yes, we realise that it's going to be. I love it. It's. And on that note, I think we've run out of things to talk about, so I think we will.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a quiet off season.
It is, but we've given
off seasons are always quiet. But,
yeah, and also we're gonna this is our summer project, so I think we'll just keep coming back to this, and we'll talk about anything that does pop up, and we'll.
Yeah, definitely.
And talk about Madden 22 when that starts coming out.
I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
I hope so much that it's good.
I'm going to be so disappointed if it's not, honestly.
Yeah. And we might end up doing back-in every year, so we might play Madden 21 next year. No, we'll see.
Madden 20 is better.
Yeah. But thank you everyone for coming, and
yeah.
If you have any ideas of how you want this to continue looking, give us a shout. I'm really happy with this so far.
Yeah.
Next up, Stadium.
I'm just going to finish the end zone off camera.
That's fine. Awesome. Anyway.
Well,
Bye.
yeah. Bye.